seeds of greatness, commitment, calling, finding a cause bigger than yourself. It's some great things for you to consider as we prepare our hearts for a brand new year. Take a look at this and get ready to be blessed. Without reciprocity, no relationship will ever reach its apex because you're not fully invested in anything you do. So you catch some crumbs that fall from the master's table, but you don't get the children's bread. You get the puppy dog blessing that comes from being in the right place at the right time because you are not joined into the connectivity that produces the real blessing of God in your life. And you're getting older. And you're running out of time and running out of excuses and running out of people to blame. Wonder what would have happened in school if you'd been committed. Wonder what would have happened in your marriage if you'd been committed. Wonder what would have happened in your church if you'd have really thrown your whole self. You've always been casual and never been committed. And some of the most casual people are talented people. Because talented people will lay on their talents and use their talent as a camouflage to cover up their lack of commitment. And because you're talented enough to be able to float by on broken pieces, you will fool an indiscriminate eye into thinking that you are committed. You're not committed, you're just talented. You'll never know what you could have been if you would have really committed yourself. You're just talented enough to get over. And you faked them out. And you've been at 30 or 60-fold when you were created to be a 100-fold person. I just think it would be terrible. I can't be committed to everything. I can't join everything. I can't be married to 1,000 women. I can't work 1,000 jobs. I can't join 5 churches because I take my commitment too seriously to spread it around loosely. It costs too much. I see a lot of people now I like that interest me and intrigue me. And I would like to be friends, but I don't become friends with them because I understand that real friendship is an investment. And there's not any more of me to go around, so we will be nice and we'll be casual acquaintances because I understand real friendship is a commitment. It means I will be there for you. It means I will return your calls. It means I've got your back. It means that I will emotionally, spiritually, financially do whatever I can to undergird you, and I can't do that with everybody. Slap somebody and tell them it's a commitment. It's a commitment. It's more to it than being nice. Stop laying on your talent. I know you're a nice person and people like you, but friendship is a commitment. Your life is a false advertisement. 4-color, big, glossy ad. Promising product you don't carry in your inventory. You'd be shocked how many people sitting out there who can really sing, but they're unwilling to make the commitment to make the rehearsals and do what it takes to be up front. And so they sit there on their talent and they won't do for God what they are asking God to do for them. And they wonder why their prayers are not answered. With all due respect, our best singers are not up here. Our most committed singers are up here, but there are people down there sitting in the pew who can sing you into a fit, but they never focus on anything. And they got the nerve to be praying for their career, to be discovered, to go somewhere. They're trying to bring the giant down without the commitment. Giants, they do fall. The bigger they come, the harder they fall. Come on, giant. Let's have church. I used to think if somebody had an education, you hired people with a lot of education, you were getting something, not necessarily. I've seen people that had more degrees than a thermometer and couldn't get a job working anywhere, get a career doing anything, couldn't stabilize anywhere. They know how to do everything, but they can't do it. They've got the information, but they don't have the commitment and the character and the tenacity to be an asset. I'd rather hire somebody who had less knowledge and more guts and stamina. In a perfect world, I want somebody who's got both. But if I have to choose, I'd rather have somebody with commitment. Because if you are committed, you can go back to school, you can go back and read, you can go back and get yourself together, but you can have all the books you want to. If you don't have commitment, you will not succeed. But instead of having Levi first, we have a generation of people who skip over Levi and try to have Judah. The praising generation, the shouting generation, the generation who goes for inspiration without impartation. Oh, sit there, I'm coming for you. Don't you move, I'll be right on your pew in just a minute. They shout all over the church, but they won't work, they won't give, they won't support. They get married, they want sex, but they don't pay bills. It's going to be tough in here. Get the babies out, because I'm going to start a fight. I'm going to start a fight in here right now. You want all the benefits, but you don't want none of the responsibilities. Yes, it's going to be a rough ride back home this Sunday. If I was you, I'd just catch the bus. I wouldn't even get in the car. Because if y'all start talking about this, there's going to be some trouble in here. And don't go nowhere, women, because you want a husband, but you don't want to be a wife. You're just a girl who wants a man. You're not a wife. You can't have a man and not change your life. Baby, you can't have a dog and it not change your life. If you bring home a goldfish, it's going to change your life. How did you think you was going to get married and talk about, I got to be myself? Then you shouldn't have got married.
Still to come on the Father's Touch.
You're a good man. Now let me tell you, if you're a great man, if you're a great man, or if you're a great woman, don't you let nobody drag you down to the bargain basement and put yourself on sale just so that you can have some company in the house. If I'm going to be lonely, let me be by myself. Half-committed, trifling woman and put them together, and they'll have some half-committed, trifling kids, and the whole house will be half-committed because children will be what they see. Stop fussing at your kids. They're a reflection of you. life is a facade. The whole thing is a fake. The whole thing is a front. Your whole life is a camouflage suit. And now you're getting older and you'll never get to see what you could have been because the cost of getting to see it is a commitment that you've never been willing to pay. You're trying to get somebody to fall in love with a you that you've never discovered yourself. You come to the altar and you raise your hands and you say, Lord, I give myself to you, but you don't. You walk down here and join the church and you say, now I'm a member of the church, but you're not. You marry somebody and say, you can count on me, I'll be there through the thick and the thin, for better, for worse, for richer and poor, in sickness and health. You didn't mean it. Half studied, half worked, half labored, and then wonder why I thought I'd be further than I am at the age of. Let me tell you why you are not further. It is not the devil. It is not witches. It is not demons. And it's sure God ain't haters. You are not any further than where you are right now because you have never thrown your whole self at anything in your life. And you think greatness goes on sale. But true quality never goes on sale. If you don't believe it, go in Fendi. Go in Fendi and ask them when is the 50% off sale. Go in there to get you a Rolls Royce and start arguing and tell them, I want this down 20%. See if they'll negotiate. The only thing that goes on sale is cheap stuff. The real high quality stuff, it costs what it costs. They're not trying to get somebody average to buy it. You got to have a certain amount of money or you ought not to be in here. Greatness costs what it costs. Oh my God, help me in here today. I feel something about to take over this place. Somebody in this church is ready to receive this word. You're ready to get your breakthrough. My God, I feel a miracle coming in this place today. I wish I had 100 people that would give God a praise. That's why if you're a good man, no, let me change it, if you're a great man, if you're a great man, or if you're a great woman, don't you let nobody drag you down to the bargain basement and put yourself on sale just so that you can have some company in the house. If I'm going to be lonely, let me be by myself. It's going to be rough in here this morning. Glory to God. Glory to God. Glory to God. Glory to God. It's wrong for you to think that you're going to give an offering and God's going to bless a business you ain't committed to. Bless a marriage you ain't committed to. Bless you in school and you won't study. Bless you as a saint of God and you won't walk like a saint of God. Who do you think God is? Somebody playing in Vegas? God is not hitting a slot machine. God is a guaranteed, definite I am the mighty God. Oh, sure, bless you. He told Abraham, I swear I'm going to bless you. Ain't no chance, ain't no doubt, ain't no joke about it. If I told you I was going to bless you, I will open up the windows of heaven and I will if you will. Sit down, I'm just talking. So, I laugh at the preachers who think that I got where I got just goofing. While they was golfing, I was studying. While they was shooting hoops, I was praying. While they was playing games and sitting up and eating and joking in the restaurant, I was studying. You can't get out of something that you're not willing to put into it. You have to put your everything, your mind, your energy, your effort, your discipline, your tenacity. Nothing is going to jump out the fire if you don't throw something in there. It's not going to happen. You're like a commitment. It's killing me. 4 areas I want to talk about. You need to be committed. I'll list them for you right now. Number 1, your first commitment is to God. The God who gave you life, who blew breath into you, has a right to expect a return on his investment above all others. He gave you life. Mama bought you shoes, daddy got you a bicycle. God gave you life. You owe him a level of commitment. You owe him a level of commitment beyond all others. Your God is approached in your spirit, not in your flesh. You're dancing and you're jumping and you're hooping and you're hollering and you're clapping does not mean you're committed to God. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. When your insides are given to God, when your heart is given to God, with my whole heart, glory, will I follow thee. It's not my hands, my feet, my heart, my spirit, my innermost being is committed to God. I will not face a giant without you. I will not make a major decision without prayer. I will not bring somebody into my life just because they please me. I'll submit myself, my destiny, my future over to you. You are my foundation. You are my rock. You are my fortress. You are my strength. You are my defense. Without you, I can do nothing. You are the substratum of every dream I have ever dreamed in my life, and I will take no promotion you don't want me to have, and I will accept no friend you don't want me to have. You're my rock. Your first commitment is to God. Your second commitment is to family. Your second commitment is to family. And it's a very important commitment. It's a very important commitment. You better be committed or you ain't gonna make it. If you can only love me when you lack me, we ain't gonna make it. Because sooner or later, I'm going to pluck your last nerve. They say, how you like me now? It's to your family, crazy as they are. If you're not committed, you're not going to make it. Even the ones with the personalities you don't like. You have to be committed. Through the storm and the rain and the heartache and the pain and the disappointment, you have to believe in the we and the us and not the me and the you. Or you're not going to make it. It's a commitment. It's not a feeling. You got to come home when you're in love, and you got to come home when you're not in love. Or you're not going to make it. And stay there until the love comes back. It's a commitment. Y'all don't want to hear real truth. You want to hear fairy tale Hollywood shake and bake stuff, but in reality, it's a commitment. You're my son in my house. You're my son when you took the money. You're my son in the hog pen. You're my son in the whorehouse. You're my son on the road back home. If you die, you're my son. If you're in jail, you're my son. If you're gay, you're my son. If you're a cross-dresser, you're my son. It's a commitment. And if you're not going to be committed, you don't need no kids. my son on crack. You're my son in prison. If you join the Nation of Islam, you're still my son. If you can't eat the ribs, come on, get some potato salad. Mama cooks you something. You're still my son, even when your decisions are not the ones that I would have wanted you to make. It's a commitment. It's a commitment. It's a commitment. Commitments don't have nothing to do with your feelings. You do it because you're supposed to. And stop expecting to be rewarded for what you're supposed to do anyway. I hate to stop.